Welcome to Haters and Debaters, the game show that pits comedians against each other to settle your petty arguments with family, friends, loved ones, and individuals who are just all around dumber than you. We provide this service to help you move on with your lives, and to hate these people for more important reasons. I am Erik, your judge, moderator, and sometimes heckler for this podcast proceedings. Now, without further ado, let's turn things over to our host, Mr. Marc Lavelle, and he will explain the rules and topics for this episode.
All right. Thank you, Erik. Hope you get your kids back, brother. And welcome to episode 2 of Haters and Debaters podcast.
What the fuck was that?
I'm your host, Marc Lavelle. Follow us at Haters and Debaters on Instagram or Facebook. And we've got a great list of comics tonight, a couple of repeat comics that you may have heard on earlier podcasts, and some new comics too that have never done the show before. So we'll see how well they do. But first, let's get
branching out.
Finally branching out, yeah. But first, let's get to our topics for tonight. And the first topic is, which is the more iconic dude? Almost said dude.
Iconic dude. You want to start that?
Oh, wait, we were prepared for that one.
We do my doo-doo.
I'll tell you about this doo-doo I took back in 2009.
Our topics for tonight are, which is the more iconic duo, PB&J or ham and cheese?
All right. Both make me doo-doo.
We already edited that part out, brother.
And we're leaving that part in. Yeah.
Which family would you rather be adopted into, the Trumps or the Kardashians? All right, let's meet our comics for tonight. Representing the red team, and we asked our comics as we did on the last episode. Before we start the show, we'd like for our comics to for our viewers at home to get to know the comics. But we told them not to come with polished material, but something that they've been working on, either an old bit that they wanted to brush up on, or something new that they haven't worked on at all. And we're going to see how well they do. So first up for the red team is a first-timer here at Haters and Debaters, Mr. Zajak. And Zach.
Hi, everybody.
Give us the bit you wanted to work on tonight.
Well, it's not so much a bit. It's more of an update of my horrible quarantine. It seems like I've been having COVID scares every 3 to 6 minutes. Like, it's just constantly happening to me, to the point where, like, I've had so many COVID tests now that I'm pretty sure my doctor thinks I have a nose fetish. And it doesn't help that every time I go in, I say, "Stick it in me, daddy." But, you know, I is who I is. So, yeah.
All right.
Let your freak flag fly.
You sure that's COVID or STD? God damn.
You need a vaccine for either one, okay?
Yeah, I'll take both.
All right, Zach. All right. And also, Zach's partner for tonight is a repeat, Mr. Dwayne Murhpey Jr., guys.
Hey, what's going on? So I came home for the holidays. I think that just like a lot of people, even though the government told me not to. I think the most difficult thing I had to do this year was shop online. You know what I mean? Because Amazon I thought was like pretty cool, but they're actually kind of scary. You know what I mean? Like if you want to send a package somewhere, they'll charge you extra to get it there, sooner. You know what I mean? Like, it's almost like they hold you up like some kind of mafia boss. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, maybe, if you give me an extra $20 or $30, you know what I mean, that gift might make it to your parents' house. If you don't, I'm not responsible for what happens. You know what I mean? That was my new joke. That's my new one.
Hey, I like that, man. The accent, though, man. You might want to just give that one to Godfrey. Anyway,
hope you find your kids, Marc. Where's your kids at? Can Kate hear this? Hey, Kate, where are the kids? He's supposed to be a mafia guy. What do you?
Even though you're from New York, you've never hung out in the Italian side of it, have you?
I don't like black people, Erik. All right.
Sound like Dave Chappelle on acid or some shit.
Okay.
Hey, yo.
What up?
All right. All right, now let's meet their opponents on the blue team. And first up, we're gonna talk to Mr. Bob Rock. This is he's been on a few of our live shows, but this is his first time on our podcast for tonight. And Bob, let him know what your new bit is.
Well, first of all, thank you guys so much for having me. It's great to stumble into this episode of Hollywood Squares, being filmed live around America, and it looks like Erik is simultaneously co-hosting this thing and also casting for pornography. It looks like that's the vibe.
That couch does say pornography.
That does look like, you know, the scene where like white dude, he doesn't see his girlfriend banging the black dude behind.
I'm getting a lot more quality time at home. You know what I mean? And when you stay at home a lot, you learn a lot more about yourself. You know, it turns out I'm miserable. Everyone's scared of COVID. Everyone's very scared of COVID. I'm scared of the police. You know, I want to lose a little more weight before they murder me in the street. I have this horrible thing about being a suspicious looking Latino. I hate it. It's just that a burglar's costume is so.
All right, nigga, god damn.
1 minute, there you go.
Jesus Christ.
I'm sorry. I'm displaced by the fact that there isn't a bunch of dead-eyed tourists in front of me, and the waft of buffalo wings in the air.
Oh man, we should have been acting like an unruly bachelorette party the whole time.
That was Bob Rock for the blue team. Man, you need a psychiatrist, brother. All right. And also back on our show tonight is the long-winded bitch herself, Jamie Schreiner.
Hey, I'll be right back. All right, I'm gonna go read the Bible.
I'm gonna keep this short. This is a joke that I just thought of right now. So I did get the COVID. I got the COVID. I did get it.
What?
I actually got coronavirus the week of the election. And I also, you know, because 3 is a magic number, was on my period. So if 2020 had a bingo card, I just like hit all the boxes on the bingo card. And then I took that bingo card and I rolled it up and used it as a tampon. All right. That was 2020 for me. 36 seconds.
Yo, hey, give her a hand. Give her a hand. She got to the point and everything. And 30, man, god damn. That was beautiful, Jamie. That was beautiful. All right, so let's get to round one for our show for the first topic for tonight. And this topic is, which is the more iconic duo, PB&J or ham and cheese? And up first, the red team is going to tell us why PB&J is better than ham and cheese.
Yes, we are.
Mm-hmm. It's very simple, my friends. Think of how many animals had to die to make your peanut butter and jelly sandwich?
Brian?
Zilch.
None.
Niet. Nunca.
You see that right there? That's a goose egg.
Nothing.
Exactly.
Nothing. If you eat PB&J, you're not some savage sitting around eating your pig meat and your cow byproduct. No.
Yeah.
All you're doing is munching down on God's fruits.
This is true. Everything
Nuts
in
and berries
PB&J comes from the earth.
And berries.
Y'all didn't think of a goddamn thing. This goddamn, y'all talking slow as I told her to speed it up, but can't y'all? Shit. Say sentences, nigga.
Interrupting the white people. All right. How about that? All right. I'm calling racism. Okay.
No, go ahead.
Let my partner speak.
All right. Well, as I was saying, you're a psychopath if you prefer ham and cheese.
Exactly. Right? He has a point. Only crazy people have ham and cheese. All right. PB&J is way more iconic. All right. Nobody ever says I can't have ham without cheese, but everybody says I can't have peanut butter without jelly. All right. There's no song that helps you remember ham and cheese, but we all know peanut butter and jelly time. It's a timeless classic. All right.
It's a timeless classic about a time.
Thank you. All right. Thank you. I'm just saying there's way more history with the PB&J than there is with ham and cheese.
Yeah, how many beautiful childhood memories have you made over a ham and cheese sandwich?
No. Yeah.
Probably nothing. PB&J, you've got it all. You've got the good, the bad. At that time your dad came home drunk and well, let's not get into that.
Yeah. But let's get into
let's get into that, please. Elaborate.
Hey, listen, we got personal stuff. We was doing therapy in our group session. All right, that's what we were doing.
Yeah, we didn't have time for your stupid arguments. We were having breakthroughs
over PB&J.
Not ham and cheese over PB&J. So I'd like to see you have some sort of emotional catharsis over your devil sandwich.
Yes. Can you think back to the cafeteria? Right? Would you trade a ham and cheese for it? Would you trade a PB&J for a ham and cheese? Would you? On the spot right now. Would you do it?
Not ever.
See? Not at all. Yeah. Not ever. I think we took this one. Zach.
Yeah.
All right. That was the red team.
Resting case.
Can I talk yet? Can I get you gotta introduce yourself,
as soon as I bring you in.
Hold that.
Yes. Patient.
Circle gets the square.
Y'all know a black man made peanut butter too.
Come on now.
Yeah.
Come on now.
Yeah. So I'm kind of.
We were too busy. We were too busy crying to bring that up.
What are you? Marc is helping.
No, I mean, I'm non-biased because I'm the host, but I'm kind of rooting for.
You're just happen to be.
I'm kind of rooting for
PB&J
on this one.
I see. Marc got my bribe too. So
PB&J supports Black Lives Matter. All right. Exactly. Boom.
If you like ham and cheese, you're a cop.
Now the blue team is going to tell us why ham and cheese is a better duo than PB&J.
Okay, so you're going to sit here and tell me no animal was harmed in the making and consuming of a peanut butter and jelly sandwich.
Nope.
Guess what? The person eating the peanut butter and jelly sandwich, you know how much sugar is in a peanut butter and jelly motherfucking sandwich? Do you want your child to get diabetes and die? You are a bad parent. Your child is in therapy because you gave them peanut butter and jelly every day.
That nobody gets killed, but don't forget, every time you eat a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, you die inside. The peanut butter jelly sandwich is the national sandwich for single fathers.
The peanut butter and jelly sandwich is like that emotionally manipulative boyfriend that you can't seem to get rid of.
Peanut butter and jelly sandwich is like your friend who you buy weed from and has more pit bulls sweaters than he does savings for the retirement.
Your peanut butter and jelly sandwich, that's like, honestly, the peanut butter and jelly sandwich is the straight white man in America. Like, yes, it has been top of the game for all of history, but aren't we ready to move forward? Aren't we ready to be more cultured and evolved? Can you eat a peanut butter and jelly sandwich anywhere but in the United States of America? No, you cannot. You can find a ham and cheese sandwich in Paris, in Europe. Europe and Paris are the same place. But can you find a ham and cheese sandwich there? Yes, sir.
Check the facts. I think you can find PB&J anywhere. I think so.
Right, like at your mom's house.
I've been abroad. No.
You can find PB&J anywhere. Yeah, like at a train station, you can find peanut butter and jelly smeared on a man falling asleep in a bench.
I mean, you can find a prostitute anywhere. Does that mean you should? Does that mean you should? You can find it anywhere. Does that mean that you should? Like, does it mean that that's the best option?
I did eat a lot of peanut butter and jelly until I started earning a living wage. And then, you know, it wasn't a have to anymore. And I kind of moved on to real food. Peanut butter and jelly is what cartoons bleed. Like peanut butter and jelly? Like, are you serious? Like peanut butter and jelly is what they offer children at a Chinese food restaurant.
PB&J is kosher.
Too fickle to introduce them to new cuisine.
Thank you. It's kosher. That's right. Also, I have 2 points to make here. One,
what about
all
turkey
that sugar
ham?
you were talking about is in the bread, which you also use for your ham and cheese. Okay, and a PB&J makes you think of your childhood. Ham and cheese makes you think about rent. All right, nobody likes to pay rent.
I'm gonna fact check you right there. The jelly has 18 grams of sugar, and the average peanut butter, let's see, that has 3 grams of sugar. So maybe not the peanut butter, but if you have jelly in there,
don't leave that out.
Is there sugar in cheese? Is there sugar in ham? Nah.
How much sugar's in the bread? You didn't. Yeah, you left that one out conveniently. So that's all I'm saying.
Yeah, because if you haven't a ham and cheese sandwich, you probably are cultured. You're probably having a whole wheat bread, maybe a little bit of Ezekiel bread, maybe a little bit of Ezekiel bread, a little pita.
So you're admitting that ham and cheese is elitist.
No, it's not.
Elitist?
Oh, you're cultured. Oh, that's a ham and cheese, Butler. Ooh. PB&J is for the people.
All right, we're gonna end it on that. We're gonna end it
for the people.
Wow.
No.
Yes. We never had.
I've never.
The first round get that heated. I'm sorry. I'm talking, girl. I'm sorry.
Who do you serve? Who do you protect?
The round.
Oh my God.
See how these ham and cheese people want to take over my show? You see how I'm trying to talk? You know what I mean? Shit.
Sorry, Marc.
All right. I don't know who won that round, but I can guess.
We'll find out.
We're gonna move on to our next topic. And this topic is: which family would you rather be adopted into? The Trumps or the Kardashians? And first up again for this round is the red team with Dwayne Murphy and Zajak.
Okay. So we say the Trumps, and I think that's a given. You know what I mean? Like the first family. All right. You basically you known all around the world. Okay. Off of your name alone, you can have any job that you want. Okay. The Kardashians have one job: look pretty. All right. The Trumps literally do everything. All right. They're famous. Do you want to be on one channel, or do you want to be on every channel? You know what I mean?
And also, how many Trumps are actually pretty? Standard of beauty, way lower. You can let yourself go. Literally all of them have. Also, you don't have to be good at crimes to do them if you're a Trump. You just have to do them. And you get away with it for some reason. All right? How many... The Kardashians, on the other hand, no, they're just too busy covering up other people's crimes.
They are. Caitlyn Jenner did murder a person. Nobody talks about it. All right. Hit him with a car and drove off. All right.
How many people has the Trumps killed? All right, let's not go there. But
how many people can you prove?
There we go. I think your own patriarch, Robert Kardashian, would agree with that.
Who is Robert Kardashian, you might ask?
O.J. Simpson's lawyer.
Boom. All right. Thank you. Okay. Thank you.
You know how associated with the O.J. Simpson trial the Trumps are? I mean, he probably said something racist, but it wasn't published. So,
yeah. See, we were friends with O.J. too, all right? But we didn't know anything about that murder and stuff. The Trumps didn't have nothing to do with that. Also, I like to point out, people like to say all these rappers associate themselves with the Kardashians, okay? But think about the rappers who have been seen with Trump, right? 50 Cent. Lil Wayne, Ice Cube. You know what I mean? These are legends of hip hop. Who the Kardashians have? Who? Okay, Kanye, yeah, but who else? Tyga? What? You know what I mean? What? YG? I think he dated one of them at some point.
Does Ray J even count?
No, exactly. He doesn't even count. He's the only rapper whose career went down hanging with the Kardashians. You know what I'm saying? But nobody goes down hanging with Trump.
Okay. Well, we're gonna end on that line. Anyway,
as a black man, okay, you gave us this topic.
Y'all did the thing.
You forced us into this argument. Yeah, we're just following orders, Marc.
People on the show, Dwayne. I should not have had you have to.
Big Daddy Trump. Big Daddy Trump trying to put $2,000 in my pocket. All right, what is Big Mama Kardashian doing? Nothing.
One thing y'all did say though, y'all said everybody in the Trump family is unattractive. Not Ivanka, nigga. Ivanka could get it, boy.
Really?
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Marc, let's not open that argument right now.
No, ain't Ivanka the daughter, right?
Yeah, but
Jamie, Ivanka fine, right? Now, I know she an asshole.
I hate her. No, I can't find her fine. She does not look like she could eat a pussy.
Put your emotions to the
no
side.
For me.
Y'all ain't never put your emotions
to the side. No for me.
Ivanka looks like ham and cheese.
With Bob and Jamie, who's going to tell us why they believe that you should be adopted by the Kardashians instead of the Trumps.
As the 14-year-old that I nanny once said to me, you don't have to be pretty to be successful in life. But it sure as shit helps a lot. So yeah, you want to be adopted into the prettier family. A of all, B of all, Kim Kardashian isn't in on any of Kris's schemes. Kris is actually the one who's the puppet master running everything, and she sold her soul to the devil a long time ago. So you get to have clean hands. Trump's family, those kids are having to keep their lies straight. They're having to remember where the bodies are buried. These Kardashian kids have no fucking idea what's going on because the literal devil is just doing all the bidding behind their back. They don't know. You get to sell makeup. You get to be hot. You get to date rappers, have cars, have millions of Instagram followers. I don't see what the problem is. I don't see what the problem. Maybe, yeah, you're probably stealing some ideas from some creator and putting your name on them and then selling them as your own. But are you stealing the country and putting your ideas on it and selling it as your own? Because I feel like that's a lot worse of an offense. I don't want to be in that family. I want to be in the family where we're hot and we have fun.
No collusion.
I'm muting you. We're not doing Trump impersonation.
Trump's kids are so evil that they were literally taken to court and then forbidden from starting any more crooked charities. Like they are the plot of a movie about Christmas. Like they had to have a judge tell them that they were being too evil for the real world. Like somebody had to put a stop to that. I mean, yes, maybe the daughter has, been getting away with a lot of things, but Kardashians, I mean, what? They're fickle? Yeah, guess what? This entire country is fickle, vapid, attention-seeking, You know,
man.
that's everybody that's in the Zoom call right now. Okay, let me tell you something. Okay, if I was part of the Kardashian family, I'd have 820 followers. Okay, I would own a steakhouse, a basketball player. I would be smoking.
Wait, you would own a basketball player?
I would own a steakhouse with a basketball player. I'd be smoking weed all day with freaking Ray J and those.
I can get my boobs fixed. Also, that's a reason enough. I would not have lopsided titties anymore if I got adopted into this family, because they would fix my whole shit. And Bob, you too.
Oh, don't worry.
Also, hey, maybe I'm the Kardashian that's in the background. You know what I mean? Maybe I'm the one who you have to Google because they're not sure if I exist, and I'm just rich in the background. And all I do all day is read books in really nice places. You know, that doesn't sound like such a bad existence. Meanwhile, all of the Trumps. I mean, what are we talking about here? We're talking about people aren't going to be able to have this last name for the rest of the century type of bad. Like, that's how bad the Trump is. Trump is the 21st century Hitler. You're not going to be able to apply for a job at fucking McDonald's if your last name is Trump, because you're just being
here we go with the Hitler comparisons, the symbol of a lost argument.
Yes, that basically. Also, you're not going to be able to apply at McDonald's because you're going to have you can't work at McDonald's with Secret Service, all right? And that's what you get if you're in the Trump family, all right?
Also, can you name all the Trumps?
Secret Service is also what they call the Secret Service is also what they call the payoff being switched over via Venmo to the latest person that Trump groped that week. So, you know, if you can look past all the horrible crimes to humanity and people, and you know,
yeah, but let's be honest,
not to mention it's a health hazard because everybody's riddled with coronavirus. Like, yeah, sure, good luck with that. You know, say what you will about the Kardashians, they're not sick as fuck where they need to be airlifted to a hospital and given experimental drugs. Okay, the Kardashians jog. Okay, I've seen it on Instagram like every morning.
No, maybe Kim cried once because she lost a diamond earring in the ocean. And I know that that's not relatable to any of us, but at least she still has the presence of a soul to cry when she loses something she loves. The Trumps don't even have that.
You call it soul, we call it weakness.
How the hell you want us to support? That's how you want to end? Because she cried over a damn diamond?
I mean, the blue team is making themselves very, very clear that they...
I wouldn't have cried. I would have jumped in that fucking ocean and got my fucking diamond. Fuck that.
She got it. She cried, but she...
They are on the side of the petty bourgeoisie.
Yeah.
All right.
How dare you?
Red team, we are men of the people.
Thank you.
Also,
we're not going to defend anybody who cries over a diamond earring. We're gonna defend people who destroy the country out of incompetence, because that's America, baby.
And I heard Trump loves lopsided titties too. I heard he loves them as long as he.
Is your job bills or effect on the pandemic bringing you down? Well, smoke some weed. It's legal in over 15 states and guaranteed to give you the screw it courage that you need. These bills are too much, and I wish these kids would stop running around this house, man. You know what? Screw these bills. I could live on the street, and these kids ain't mine. Weed. It's God's gift to you.
So this next topic is, what's the better inspirational movie character? Rocky or Borat? And first up will be the blue team, Jamie and Bob, to tell us why Rocky is more inspirational than Borat.
First of all, I want to say, how inspirational can Borat be when the word bore is in his name? Okay. He's like an Eastern European Austin Powers. He's as inspirational as a Slim Jim floating in a puddle of Red Bull. Like, there's just nothing inspirational there for me. Jamie, please continue.
All of the greatest movies have wonderful scores. They have multiple sequels. Borat only has one sequel. Rocky theme. You'll hear that at high school football games, at college graduations, during the first time you have sexual intercourse. Okay, when are you going to hear the Borat theme? If you're listening to the Borat theme when you're having sex, you are a serial killer. Like, I'm worried about you. Rocky is like based on a true story. It shows like the ability of the American people to rise up and be strong and be winners. And Borat is like the YouTube video that a man shows you after you've had sexual intercourse with him. It's just not a good.
Borat is nothing. Okay. Rocky encapsulates the American experience, struggle, success, beating other people up. Rocky is the 21st century. He's like Mark Zuckerberg, and Punch Out put together into one glorious experience. Borat is like a character you dropped on the floor and then you pick up real quick and hope nobody saw it and then serve it to the American public anyway.
Last thing I want to say, for me, Rocky, I think, symbolizes and shows us all the things that should make us proud to be Americans, whereas Borat shows us all of the most fucked up people that live in this country, just out on display. And while it is funny, like on a more serious note, it's fucking scary. So yeah, I don't really find that inspirational. I do find it funny. Inspirational, I would not.
Borat is like I'll leave on this. Borat is like a Fig Newton. You're like, yeah, I guess that's a cookie, and then it turns out it's from Britain.
Wow. Okay. You know what?
Oh my God.
You know what I just realized, Bob, that Borat looks a lot like Bob Rock. Actually, when you spell it out.
Oh, he's heard that before. I think that's where his anger.
Yeah, that's where his anger comes from.
Hey, you know,
all right, that was Jamie and
idea.
Bob. That was Jamie and Bob from the Blue Team, letting us know why Rocky is more inspirational movie than Borat. And now
Rocky.
Come on now.
For winners.
And now the Red Team, Zach and Dwayne, are going to tell us why Borat is a more inspirational character than Rocky Balboa. Go ahead.
You think Rocky is for winners? You've obviously not seen the first Rocky movie. He loses. He gets his ass beat.
Did all that practicing for nothing. All right. And he couldn't read.
Yeah. Borat can read.
How about a
probably.
spoiler alert?
It doesn't come
Savages.
up.
I've never seen Rocky, so yeah, this is news to me.
What? All right, continue, man. Erik, no wonder they've been going off on you. You ain't ever seen Rocky? How the fuck? Nigga, stop recording and watch that shit right now.
We're gonna take a 2-hour break.
I want to say, yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I know we're battling uphill here, but I have to say a couple things about why Borat inspires me. And I don't mean to jump in front of you, Zach, but it's just some important things they brought up that I think we need to touch on. All right. Borat gives you truth. All right. Did he show us a lot of fucked up parts about America? Yes. But he also showed us the true America. All right. This is a man that brought news, that brought world news to a country that didn't have a TV. You know what I mean? They had no idea what was going on outside those villages, but he actually ventured off into the world to learn something. Okay. Did Rocky ever leave Philly? Did he ever leave Philly? One time. What? To go fight a Russian dude. And what did he do after that? Come back and went broke. All right. There's nothing that Rocky teaches you about overcoming. All Rocky teaches you is that you may be able to beat up a black dude if you work out for about 6 weeks. Okay. And even then, it'll be by the slimmest margin.
That black dude is Action Jackson.
Yes.
Show some respect.
Also, okay, Rocky inspirational. How many catchphrases do douchebags yell from Rocky? Huh?
Mhm.
Huh?
It was
What does that even mean? All right. My wife. I know what that means. It means my wife. All right.
Thank you. Thank you. He wasn't
Also-
married to Adrian until the end of the first movie. All right, that's all I'm saying.
Also, Borat is the American dream encapsulated. You could come over here. You can talk to the worst people in the world, and you can find success.
Yes.
And spoiler alert for the second one: spread coronavirus. All right?
Mhm.
What could be more American than spreading that disease? Okay.
We do lead the world in cases right now. Okay, we do lead the world in what? We got all the vaccines. That's just because we got all the money. But what I'm saying is, how would we have known to take care of this if Borat wasn't on the front lines as an essential worker to show us these things? All right.
I want to point out for the record that Dwayne is only saying this because he co-owns a car wash with Rudy Giuliani.
Well, that brings me to my next point. How many members of the Trump administration did Rocky catch in a sex scandal? I think the number is somewhere around 0.
Yes.
All right.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Borat has
time. That's what we're gonna
Erik
end
don't
on.
give a
is
damn. That boy,
sex
y'all
scandal.
went in on him.
Wait,
Like,
I need
that's
one
time.
more joke about Erik.
Yeah, team. I'm not gonna lie, man. Y'all, I thought y'all went until y'all said that he spread the virus. Then I was like, nah, y'all ain't gonna get that one.
Well, that was
but
it.
anyway, yeah. Well, better. Nigga. That's what I want. Anyway,
better. I love a way to sit there and not have to come up with any of these ideas. This is just like, give me some.
Feels good to be on top. Anyway, let's.
I'm with you, Jamie. I'm about to put my hands on him too.
We're going to go to one more break, and then we're going to announce our winners for tonight's Haters and Debaters.
Am I doing it?
Right. We are back with Haters and Debaters to announce who won tonight. Bob, what are you laughing at, man? Was that too loud? Did I get
No,
loud?
it's just the voice telling us that it's being recorded. It's got a very calling home from prison.
Yeah. This Zoom call is being recorded.
Nothing but the best quality here. Haters and Debaters, bro.
The highest quality we can
that's
afford.
right. Erik actually is in prison right now. Not a
Yeah, this is the casting couch for prison. So,
My,
I've seen that movie.
yeah.
So now we're going to announce the winner for tonight's Haters and Debaters. Erik, give me a little drum roll, man.
I don't have that sound effect pulled up, so.
And tonight's, yeah, but that is terrible, man. You got big hands. You 6'3", man. I mean, damn, I can't. All right, anyway, tonight's winner of the damn Haters and
You
Debaters.
want that sound?
So too.
What was that?
What the What?
That's some casting couch sound effects.
Tonight's winners.
That's what big hands sound like on a table, man.
I'm sorry. I know y'all are waiting to hear this. Tonight's winners for Haters and Debaters are Bob Rock and Jamie Schreiner from the blue team.
It's rigged. It's rigged. You know what? Don't invite me back, Marc. Okay.
No, man, you won. Yo, you lost last time, didn't you?
Yeah,
that's a lot of losing going on.
Literally lost
But come back, man, come back for sure.
No,
He is for the twinkle in my teeth.
you bring me here to lose. I'm tired of it. Okay.
All right, we're going to get out of here. Before we get out of here, though, we're going to go around. Just reintroduce our comics and let people know where they can find you at. But my name's Marc Laval, and you can reach us here at Haters and Debaters at Haters and Debaters on Instagram or Facebook. And first, let's go to our blue team. Bob, let the people know where they can find you, brother.
BOBROK on all streaming platforms and at bandcamp.com and also on YouTube and Twitter.
All right, Jamie.
Hey, you can find me on Instagram and TikTok at Jamie Schreiner Biddle. I'm also on YouTube, Jamie Schreiner. And I'm on Twitter, but it's not very good, so don't go. Edit that out also. Just end it earlier.
We keeping all that and then some.
Like all the neuroses.
And from the red team, Zach Zajak, let the people know where they can find you.
You can follow me on Twitter at Zajak. Yeah, that's all.
All right, and Dwayne.
Yeah, I'm on all social media as Murphy Jr. Jokes. It's all one word, no space. You know what I mean? You want to see me do comedy and not just see me lose on this show every time Marc invites me to be on it. From fame, all right? Exactly. Your resident fall guy right here.
You're going to be all right. You was only on because somebody canceled. Anyway, that's our time. Once again, follow us at Haters and Debaters on Instagram and Facebook. My name's Marc Laval, and that's our producer, Erik Hartness. All right, have a good night, everybody.
Thank you for listening to Haters and Debaters. If you liked our show, please give us a 5-star rating on Apple Podcasts or wherever you get your shows. Please share this with friends and family as we continue our climb to the top of the podcast leaderboards. We love solving disputes sent from our audience and fans, so if you'd like for us to settle your petty arguments on the show, please reach out to us at hatersanddebaters@gmail.com. Or you can just send us a comment or feedback or praise for our show. Again, you can send those to hatersanddebaters@gmail.com. For all hate mail, please send that to thegarbage@thedumpster.com. Please also follow us on Instagram at Haters and Debaters to learn more about the show, vote on who you think won each episode, and see our live shows whenever those become a possibility again. Lastly, we would like to thank all the comedians who came on our show today, as well as our composer, Jesse Gill, for creating our intro. Haters and Debaters is independently produced by Erik Hartness and Marc Laval. Thanks for listening, and you'll hear us again soon.